All right, everyone. Once again, it's Active Aging Week coming up for 2023, and we have even more stuff planned for you this year. So very excited about it. We're going to start things off just like all the other previous ones. We're going to have a healthy breakfast with Gavin, Chef Gavin. And during that time, that'll be like 9 o'clock in the morning. We're going to have blood pressure checks. We're going to have a couple events later on that morning. So the first event's at 10 o'clock. It's going to be something called Mindful Breathing Equals Better Quality of Life. All derivatives of yoga, of course. And we're also going to have a new tour of the building, a virtual tour. And that's exciting. If you've been living under a rock and you don't realize we're getting a new senior center, surprise, we're getting a brand new senior center. They've been working on it. They started sometime around the summer of 2020, and pretty soon it's going to be built. It's looking good. It's framed. It's getting its skin, and you'll get to see what the potential is, what it's going to look like. So I'm excited about that, and you should be too. We're also going to have a raffle drawing at the end of every day. So on Tuesday morning, we're going to do glucose testing through Dignity Health of Sequoia. And then 9:30 to 12, we're going to have a lot of display tables with information on various nonprofits and community projects like HIP housing and things like that. That's going to be from 9:30 to 12:30. We're going to have our Pets in Need appointments from 10 to 2. Now, if you wonder what Pets in Needs are doing, they're actually going to be chipping your pet. So if something happens to Scruffy, you'll know exactly where Scruffy is because of the chip. It'll be on a GPS system. So good way to keep track of your pet, even when your pet isn't keeping track of you. We're going to have a whole thing on HIP housing and how they provide housing for people that are struggling with things. HIP housing is basically they provide services that are a win-win as they match homeowners who have extra rooms that are willing to share those rooms with people who are struggling to find affordable housing. And that is a problem in the Bay Area. And I could tell you from personal experience, rent's expensive. Okay, and then after that, from 11:30 to 12:30, we're gonna have Name That Tune again. Now, we typically have that on Fridays, but I like the fact that we're having it on Tuesday this year. It's a lot of fun. We play a song. Well, first of all, we divide the room up into 2 different teams, and we play the song, and whichever team gets their hand up first and gets the proper artist and name first gets points. It's a lot of fun. Don't worry if you don't know a lot about music. There should be 5 or 6 people on your team, and there may be some genre or some artist you do know that makes your team win. It's a lot of fun. And then, of course, end the day with raffle. On Wednesday, we're going to start things off with immunizations and flu shots from Safeway. We're going to have our display tables there available from 9:30 to 12:30. We're going to have active engagement, which equals best medicine, Stanford Geriatrics. And active engagement is an interactive presentation by Dr. Ayati, a Stanford Geriatric MD, who will be focused on fall prevention, over-medication, and advocacy and how meaningful community engagement impacts your health. So that'll be a really useful, helpful tool. His lecture, I strongly recommend you sign up for it and get the most out of it. And then at 10:30 to 11:30, Sang Ponyak is going to do Align Your Spine. She's going to talk extensively about how to protect your spine and how important posture is. So I used to wonder all the time when I first got into the fitness industry how many people I would work with that would have issues with their vertebrae. And many of these people never had car accidents, never played football, unlike me. And yet they had herniated discs. It used to trip me out. I didn't understand why. Well, now I have a much better understanding of it, and you will too if you come to this lecture. Too much sitting, bad posture will actually cause your spine to collapse on itself. So interesting information, and it's never too late to improve your posture and improve the health of your spine. The other thing we're going to do, 11:30 is going to be to 12:30 is going to be Laughter is Medicine, El Camino Health. So comedy's always good. Of course, we're going to end the day with a raffle. Thursday morning, we're going to have Coffee and Crafts from 9 to 10:30, which was a big success last year. You'll be making things, artistic things that you may be very interested in. We're going to have our display tables, of course, from 9:30 to 12:30. And then from 9:30 to 10:30, I'm going to do a lecture on iPhone tech skills for beginners. So if you have questions, if you're not really comfortable with your iPhone, please bring your iPhone and bring your questions. We'll have not only me helping you, but we should have 3 or 4 volunteers as well. Okay, and then from 10:30 to 11:30, I'm going to do a lecture on knee rehab. Why knee rehab? Well, I did rehab my left knee. I ruptured my patellar tendon about 4 years ago, made a full recovery. And I just want to give you information on what you have to do to not only prevent knee surgery, but if you know you're going to get knee surgery, what to do before and after. Okay, now there's a lot of parallels. Even though I ruptured a patellar tendon, it's not a knee replacement. There are a lot of the things you do to strengthen your leg and rehab your leg after knee replacement is very similar. There's some carryover into my patellar tendon rehab. So you'll learn about knees, some of the things that can happen to knees and what to do to prevent them, and also how to rehab them. So it's a must attend. Okay, we're going to have bath updates, fabulous and functional for all. And that's basically, bath updates will be interactive, hands-on sessions, which will focus on what you can do to make your bathroom beautiful while reducing fall risk and improving accessibility for all. Not only just making your bathroom beautiful, but also functional so it's safe and you don't have any falls. Okay, and of course the day ends with a raffle drawing. On Friday, 9:30 to 10:30, it's Eat Well, Be Well, Palo Alto Medical Foundation. They'll be talking about nutrition. 9:30 to 12:30, we're going to do information with display tables, of course. We're going to have 10:30 to 11:30, virtual chop champions, so it'll have to do with vegetables and fruits and things like that, nutrition. And then 11:30 to 12:30, we're going to have the Magical Bridge and Music Magic at our Redwood City Parks and Arts Foundation. And then, of course, we will end the day, 12:30, with a raffle and a lunch box, or a box lunch, I should say. So you'll get some nutrition at the end of Friday. All right, I hope I answered whatever questions you may have. If you're not sure, you can go to our website, which is, in fact, you could just Google it, Adaptive PE Redwood City, and it'll pop up in the Google section. The other area, if you want the exact address, I think is www.adaptivepevmscredwoodcity.org. But just do a Google search. It's a lot easier. And if you have any questions, you can call Adaptive PE, or you could call me, Scott Lohman, and I'll be happy to answer whatever questions you may have. It's going to be exciting this year. We have a lot of content for you, and can't wait to get started. All right? Talk to you soon.